He family scrambled into the basement, slammed the heavy iron door shut, and secured it with several thick chains. Their daughter asked her father in terror, "What's going on?" This was day 301 of their desperate fight for survival in this post-apocalyptic world. Up on the surface were terrifying monsters dedicated to slaughtering humans. The sound of footsteps grew louder overhead. But the family was hidden extremely well. Though undetected, the cautious father froze in place, silently tracking the footsteps moving through the house above. Judging by the sound, there was only one monster above them, yet the commotion still made their daughter cry, listening as the monster gradually moved away. The father quickly crouched down to comfort his daughter. He gently covered her eyes with his hand, telling her to imagine she was at the beach, then blew softly to mimic the sea breeze. The girl's mood slowly calmed, but just then, the monster turned back. The family's hearts pounded, unsure if they'd been discovered. They could only follow the sound of its steps as the monster stopped right above them at the iron door. Dad locked eyes with Mom, signaling, "Stay silent, and we won't be found." Mom understood immediately, but turning her head, her heart sank. Their daughter's doll's wind-up key was caught on a screw nut in the ventilation grate. As the key wound down, the already rusty screw was loosening more and more. The father instantly snatched the doll, ripped open its back, dug out the noise-making speaker inside, and stomped on it, crushing it. After a brief moment of quiet, the doorknob outside began to turn. Now, they could only pray the chains on the door were strong enough, but the monster outside possessed terrifying strength, snapping chain after chain. Seeing the door was about to give way, the father immediately rushed downstairs to find tools to reinforce it. The mother climbed the ladder, gripping the doorknob with all her might, trying to buy him time. When the father climbed back up the hatch with the iron pipe H found, the door above was at its breaking point and the monster ripped it open. A pair of eyes glowing with an eerie green light appeared in the hatch. To protect his wife right beside the opening, the father didn't hesitate. He thrust the iron pipe out hard. The blow barely forced the monster back, and they seized the chance to slam the door shut again. Yet the monster didn't leave. It lurked quietly right outside the door. Worse, the sound of cabinets violently shaking came from inside the house. Its companions had arrived. They tore through the iron door directly, and a swarm of monsters crowded the entrance. One monster leaped down. Mom reacted instantly, grabbing an oil lamp and hurling it at the doorway. The lamp shattered, igniting the door curtain. Mom then slammed a heavy cabinet down on top of it. The sudden wall of fire temporarily blocked the monsters. Meanwhile, the daughter discovered the ventilation shaft might offer an escape. Dad immediately smashed the wooden board blocking the pipe opening and had Mom climb up first to check, confirming it was safe. Mom reached down from above. Dad lifted their daughter up to her. When it was Dad's turn, his broad shoulders got wedged in the narrow vent opening. In desperation, Dad told Mom to grab his hands from above and pull. Then he twisted his body violently with all his might. He wrenched his shoulder out of its socket using sheer momentum. Ignoring the excruciating pain, Dad had to get out before the monsters breached the firewall. Just as Mom, straining, pulled him halfway out, a monster grabbed his ankle. Dad knew if they delayed any longer, none of them would escape. He gave his final instruction to his wife, "Get her out of here." Then, without a second thought, he let himself fall back down, sacrificing himself to buy his daughter precious seconds to flee.